Hello and welcome back to Rimworld, and of course, the great colony of Zeitgeist Alakami. At least I say it's a great colony. I mean, ninjas died of an infection. That's not good. Yeah, I was about to say, things have gone quite downhill recently, given the whole, Norman's dead too? That's right, yeah, that is a thing. Given the attack by the boar, which occurred not too long ago, the colony is in a bit of shambles right now. We're going to have to set up some form of grave, probably out here by the lake. It'll be a nice little grave spot. We'll set up 2 of those. We'll throw Norman in one. We'll throw Ninja in the other. We're going to need to make another one because now Brody's dead. Oh, that's the wrong way. We cannot have them facing the wrong way. Wolf, in the very least, is actually fully healed, so our colony is not going to be destroyed. It'll be, if nothing else, Chewy and Wolf trying to survive in the vicious world out here. And hopefully they'll be capable of doing it. I really can't speak to any of their skill at that. Nice job, Wolf. Wolf is just keeping at it right now. He's such a trooper. How does he feel right now? He's not feeling too good. Apparently he's not terribly annoyed. Oh, he is terribly annoyed about Ninja dying. But the others, they're kind of okay with. He's not like freaking out or anything. Oh, that is not what we need right now. Come on, we have a siege. Oh, these are completely different from the standard attacks. So I believe how sieges work is they're gonna set up a defensive position out here. They're gonna set up mortars and they're gonna start shelling our colony. And we basically just have to cross our fingers that we don't get absolutely obliterated by the mortars while they're coming down. That's Kimmy down. We're going to have to add a grave here. Oh, man, this might be the end of Zeitgeist Alakami. Oh, there's Brody, too. This really might be the end of Zeitgeist Alakami. This is not looking good at all. I think that was everyone who got injured by the boar. All of them have been downed. That is unfortunate. Toxos, in the very least, is still alive, so yeah, that would be the mortars. They are currently firing mortars at us. That is great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. This is totally the time to start firing mortars at us. Ugh. These mortars can, like, fire from anywhere. It's ridiculous. Oh, you're not even actually shelling our colony properly. In the very least, if you're gonna hit us with mortars, try to do it properly, you fools. Jeez. Okay, Chewy's gonna get to actually, building the grave positions, if at all possible. Well, they just blew up one of the rooms. That's nice. How many graves do we actually need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 5 being set up right now. We're gonna need one more. In one fell swoop, basically the entirety of the colony has been wiped out, which is never really a good thing. Oh, don't hit... Oh, you hit our walk-in fridge. I really like that walk-in fridge. Don't do that. That's terrible. Oh, we're gonna have to put wood in there. We're gonna have to build a new wall. It's gonna be annoying. Bat fire's almost definitely gonna go completely out of control. Toxos has apparently just been released. She's booking it. The rest of the colony is currently on fire. This is not looking good for Chewy and Wolf at this point. Guys, I would give you some form of, advice for the situation, but I really don't have any. You're just gonna have to wait it out until they leave. Just try to put the fires out where you can, guys. Wolf, this is not the time to be harvesting potatoes. Potatoes are not the same thing as putting out fire, although there is fire on some of the potatoes, so you may be able to actually use potatoes to put out some fires. Oh, my word. Oh, thanks, Chewy. Chewy's actually setting up the graves so we can start potentially burying a few of our friends, which is kind of somber, but at the same time, it's something that has to happen. Oh, you guys, you're getting injured. Don't get downed. I swear to goodness, there's no one to save you if you get downed. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Wolf, are you okay, Wolf? Oh, my word. Everything's on fire. Everything. Chewy's room is on fire. Oh, there's no hope here, is there? The colony's going down at this point. Ugh. These guys. Who are these guys? Where are they from? The Crossbow Organization. They're the worst. Ugh. Wolf is down. Chewy is down. That is it. Guys, that is how Zeitgeist a la Kami truly ends, with a terribly vicious boar attack followed by constant bombardment by artillery shells. Oh my word. This, however, was only but one possibility. I mean, I don't really want to start over the entire thing because it takes a lot of time to start an entire colony over again. You see, I happen to have a nice little save file here called pre-boar, in which none of the boar events ever happened. We can just view this as a single timeline which has been gone down, in which everyone was brutally massacred. We're going to go for the Zeitgeist a la Kami pre-boar. And, you know, we're actually going to continue Zeitgeist a la Kami, despite the fact that in one alternate dimension, they were mauled and then exploded by artillery. Which is really not good at all. Oh, look at this. It's just foggy. Everyone's... Oh, it's like nothing ever happened, because literally nothing ever happened. Let's see. That would be obviously the future sight of Chewy. Chewy had this vision in his brain of like the attack of the boars and the following up of the mortar fire from the Crossbow Organization. And he's gone around, he's had like this prophetic vision running around to everyone. We're in great danger, the boars are coming! To which literally no one in the colony actually cares, because, you know, Chewy actually on a regular basis runs around ranting about random things. It's just kind of a part of him being industrious. It's really the combination of him being like a privileged child and at the same time being a missionary, whereby he thinks that everything that he thinks is like some sort of prophetic word. I mean, in this particular situation, Chewy, that was actually a prophetic word. The colony was, in one timeline, destroyed by a bunch of boars. Luckily for you guys, you don't actually have to live through that because it's a whole new day. Now, in the whole reloading, there's no actual assurance that things will go the same way. There might not be a boar attack at all. In fact, it could be an attack by 1,000 giant robot mantises that pry the brains out of everyone. But at least for now, we seem to be in a pretty good shape. So much better than we were a few moments previously. Where, yeah, that. Anyway, is there anything we set up here that we didn't set up previously? I think we're basically in the same position. This is just before the boar attack, so I think we're all set there. We don't have Toxos, which almost definitely means that Norman's not part of the group. Okay, this was before we even saved Norman. Norman may not be a thing. In fact, one could argue that Norman was actually the one who caused the entirety of the terrible events. Because if we don't find Norman, and if in the course of not finding Norman we actually survive, I would argue that Norman was in and of himself a bad omen and probably sent by, I don't know, some sort of malevolent force. Maybe Beelzebub? Maybe. I mean, that's what Chewy. That's what Chewy would say, but I mean, I don't actually take Chewy's words all that seriously because he does have random rants and raves that are arguably accurate on any note ever. Is this rabbit, like, seriously injured here? Can someone, like, maybe help this rabbit out a bit? I mean, it's supposed to be part of our colony. It seems to be bleeding everywhere and severely malnourished. I mean, that is not how we actually treat the rabbits of our colony. Ideally, we treat the rabbits of our colony with some form of respect. I mean, technically, it's not actually a rabbit of our colony quite yet, But it will be soon, and that is definitely a thing that we have to take into consideration, people. We can't just let a soon-to-be rabbit of our colony get destroyed. Looks like we are really running out of storage space. We have a lot of random crap. Just look at all this random stuff. Just so many shirts and things. That's just ugh. Potentially, instead of actually building a new building, we could instead go in here and actually mine out a new room into this cave side. And we can actually store some stuff in here. We'll put a roof over it, and we'll have a whole new storage space without spending all the resources necessary to actually build a new building, which could be quite nice indeed. Yeah, things are so much more peaceful now than they were at the beginning of the episode. This is so nice. Perhaps we should look at also building a new bedroom, like, before we actually get a new person, because that would probably help with turnover in that situation. So what we could do is actually get a whole new room set up over here. And we'll just have an entryway right across from Ninja's room. Is that Ninja? That's Wolf's room. And we'll have, like, maybe another room over here, too, and it'll be great. It'll be beautiful. But Shadow, please do make sure that you don't build yourself into an enclosed room. That would be ideal. That's generally not a good thing to do. Now, in addition to what we have here, there is something else we need to deal with. There are such things as marriage spots. So I don't know if there's any, like, love relationships going on right now, but if there ever are, this is what we need for it, a marriage spot, so that people can get married somewhere, which will be nice. I think we'll set it up out here, and we can basically get, like, a bunch of stools out in front, and we'll have, like, you know, classic little marriage area out here. Just have a few stools set up. Few pews, that's perfect. We'll get, like, some, I don't know, mood lighting in the area. That's going to be great. Do these go out eventually? A wood torch for lighting an area can be automatically refueled with wood, produces a small amount of heat. Okay, so we'll only have them actually working when there's, like, some form of marriage coming on. But this is going to be perfect. And like last time in the alternate universe, we can actually set up our, like, graveyard over here, so you can have, like, a scenic graveyard marriage and all that on the edge of a lake, which is slowly being eaten by the moisture pump, which is, you know, kind of just doing its thing very slowly, seeping moisture out of the ground, at least in the theory. Not certain how well it's actually doing at that, but, you know, it's trying. Oh, this is going to be perfect. This time we are going to live forever, at least for a few more moments than we did last time. Looks like Ninja and Wolf are both setting up the actual lumber mill at this point, which is great. I mean, it's not actually a lumber mill. It's the logging camp, I guess. The big batch of trees we're making, which is going to be perfect. Perhaps we can throw down another farming area of that, because we quite frankly do need more wood than it seems nature can provide for us. So perhaps we can get some, like, nice pine. I think we got oak down here. These are oaks. Yeah, we'll get some pine as well. Pine's a nice hardwood that we can make, like, chairs and walls out of. That's perfect. And these guys are completely clear. Great. We've got the geothermal vent whirring away. This room is all prepped up. We just need to... Oh, wait. No, that's not the right size. Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Who said that you could make such a small room, people? Not acceptable. Not acceptable in the slightest. Retry. Do it again. Do it that way. There we go. We'll set up the floors and stuff. And this will be for Norman if he ever shows up, although in reality, if Norman shows up, I'm probably going to have him immediately euthanized. Because last time Norman showed up, bad things happened. Let's put it that way. Terrible things. Looks like Brody's not doing anything. I think he's one of the artists. I think Ninja and Brody are the artists. This one's called The Portrait of Suffering. What the heck? On this piece is an artwork of Steven Ninja Chavez becoming madly, violently insane as a last step. His entire body seems to be trembling with hatred. A falcon in the distance seems to symbolize challenge. The work has a Fauvist feel and an unbalanced structure. This artwork tells the story of Ninja going berserk on 6th of winter, 5499. Man, these people seem to be really, like, fixated on Ninja going insane. That is something that has been in the works of numerous pieces of art out here. But I think really it's pointing to a more underlying thing, you know. That is the story of Chewy's crazy machinations. The conquest and struggles that came with almost being absolutely destroyed. Looks like we got hospital beds done and over with. In order to really get into some of the higher level researches, we're gonna need microanalyzers. Do we already have that? No, we don't. It's right there. So this will allow us to have an add-on to the basic workbench that could, that basically unlocks more research. What is this raid? A group of mechanoids? Oh, what is this? A scyther? Oddly enough, I think I was maybe somewhat accurate when I said that we're going to be attacked by a bunch of, robot centipedes. I'm sorry, praying mantis that are coming to, like, absolutely destroy our face. Because things do not appear as though they're going to go well for us. Okay, so those guys are armed, gunned, mechanoid creatures. They have a nice charge lance weapon, which is actually pretty powerful. Everyone's going to be deployed to the front. I think at least one of these guys is going to need to drop their basic melee weapon. Yeah, and it's going to be Ninja. He's going to drop the shield, which prevents him from using his, which basically prevents him from using firearms, and he's going to instead go for a pistol instead of his nice swords. And we'll go from there. Drop that. You're drafted. Move up to the defensive line. Here we go. The fighting has begun. The terrible mechanoid creatures are in direct conflict with our colony. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? There were two of them. Where did it go? Oh, no. Oh, no! Brody! Move into position. It's trying to flank us. Brody's basically going to go to this door. He's only got a longsword, but he's going to do his best. He's basically going to sit there and wait to ambush it. Oh, wait, he's coming around this way. Move into position, Brody. Move into position. What's it going for? Okay, it's going for the House of the Dead. I don't know why you would ever want to go for the House of the Dead in a siege situation, but I guess that's a thing. Kimmy? Try to move around behind that rock face and get a nice vantage point to take some pot shots at him. Oh, yes, this is where it's at. He's down, he's down. Now we've just got the other one to deal with. Brody is going to go in for a melee attack, and we're going to have to pull the rest of the forces back into the actual colony. Wolf, good luck, my friend. Good luck. He's absolutely dead. It's over. That's what one would call the end of Wolf right there. This is not going to go well for him, I feel. Oh, well, I mean, he's doing okay. He's not doing great, but... Oh, my word, Brody, what the heck? Brody just absolutely destroyed that guy. Oh, that's where it's at, Brody. You know how to do it. Okay, then. Well, everyone may now, be no longer drafted. That was impressive, actually. That was really well dealt with. Good for all of you guys. That's crazy. So that is actually our first run-in with the mechanoids, which are a pretty dangerous group of enemies. These are not the only type of mechanoids that are out there, but they're the most common ones. We actually managed to deal with them pretty darn well. The Scyther is down and out for the count, which is perfect. They'll basically just haul these over to these dumping stockpiles, And once we get the right researches, we can actually break them down into components, which is going to be great. Oh, well, that actually went pretty well. I mean, not everything today went well. I don't know if you noticed the whole prophetic visions of Chewy, but anyway, for now, that will bring us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, the prophetic visions of Chewy will, of course, not happen, and the entire colony will go in a completely different direction from what Chewy expected, making basically everyone in the colony think that Chewy is actually crazy, when in reality, Chewy was 100% right. That was an alternate dimension in which the colony was destroyed. However, that situation has been fixed. Oh, solar flare. Great. Shuts down all electrical devices. I appreciate that. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, and of course, as always, enjoy the rest of your day.